Hello everyone, welcome back to Lynn's Homestead. Got my two-wheel trimmer mower up on the workbench. There's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm going to attempt it. Now, this is not something I'm going to be able to do in one day. To you, it may seem maybe a few days. It could take me a couple weeks. But I've been wanting one attachment for my mini excavator. And I think this will be the answer. I'm going to be sitting here staring at this thing for a while. Won't be filming it because no one's going to want to watch that video. It would be just too long. But there's things I got to go through, and I want to actually remove all this. There's a brake on the handle here. Actually, that's where it is. There's a brake right in here. We're going to disconnect all this. I want to try to put, now that is not just a brake, it also grounds out the coil. I want to put a toggle switch on this. I never did like that one safety thing. I mean, if you have blades, that's one thing. This just uses string. This, unless you stick your hand in there, there's no way this thing's going to get you. So I want to make a coupling, a hitch, to go into one of my attachments for my excavator. Is this. Now, being that the engine, most of the weight is on these rear wheels, the handle, the wheels will come off. I'll have to make some sort of a way to put wheels on the back, because you got to have 3 points of contact. You hold this thing upright so it's not tilted over. So there's a lot of things to consider on how I want to build this. I've seen one guy, he made a bracket, he left the handle on. I don't want to do none of that. I want to make this thing as compact as possible. So as the video goes on, it may be a week that goes on. Some pictures, just kind of show you what did this thing look like where I started, and what the end result is when I go to put it on my mini excavator. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and share it with friends. I'll see you a little later in the video. Alright guys, day 2 fabrication. I already tested this, it's pretty good. Just gotta remember, next time I gotta take this flywheel off, don't ever come through here, come through here. So, we got the hitch, loosely mounted, the wheels. Mind you, I didn't have to buy anything. I already had all this stuff. The only thing I actually had to have was the welder. And that little Arc Captain 130 stick welder, I mean, my welds aren't the greatest because they say it doesn't stick. Well, it does stick. But yeah, so I got the wheels. These are cast iron wheels on here. Those wheels are old. I've had those wheels for over 20 years. I've had a lot of heavy stuff on it. But anyway, I just want to show you what I got done. I cleaned up the engine and all. So it's going to be about time for me to actually put the engine back together. Hopefully the hitch don't interfere with the gas tank. We'll find out. Alright guys, all fabrication complete, engine back together. Of course, got to put the engine back together. Gas line broke. Now, stuff happens. So let me show you around the unit. The only thing left to do, prime it, paint it. There it is. Heavy duty cast iron casters welded to the brackets. Brackets are bolted to the body. I wanted to make this thing, other than the shutting on and off, if I change my mind, I can convert this thing back to a push type mower. And plus, you know, if I ever decide I want to get a new improved, I could take these brackets off and put it on another one. Just have to change how you turn it on and off. But it moves nice and easy. That's set to on. That's off. Or technically, it's the other way around for this. When you turn this thing on, it shuts it off. I got the wire grounded over here. So that would technically be running. In other words, it's just going to be the opposite. The GV weld worked great, just needed heat. I mean, everything is just working the way I hope. So tell me in the comments what you think. Now, as far as the paint, I'm going to use some of the primer and the paint that I got for use when I go to weld these things that I made for the dump trailer. But yeah, let me know. So, the only thing it cost me to build this, seriously, was the electric on the use for the welder. And I used that little welder to do this whole project. I could have used MIG, but that one piece of metal is 1/2 inch thick going to 1/4 inch thick. So, like I say, let me know in the comments. Would you go out and spend $4-5 grand to get a little cutter? Now, mind you, this thing is a 22-inch cut. Okay? Takes 2 of the 155 strings on there, which this is still adjustable. I left the guards on to protect everyone else, including myself. Now this engine, compared to the newer ones, this is only a 159cc engine. So if I need any parts for this thing, the number is actually on the back. Let me see. Model number. And this is how old the thing is. Yeah. So I drilled, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I drilled 6 holes. And trust me, it's strong enough to lift it up. So this is going to conclude this video. It won't be until spring. This is January, so probably around April, May, I'll be revisiting this, hooking it up, starting it up, and going with it. Now, the coil was actually had some rust on it. I cleaned it up, sandpaper, so this thing should basically start right up. I will be changing the oil on it because as long as I've had it, as much as I've used it, I've never changed the oil. But don't worry, I know it's well broken in. We're going to put a full synthetic in it. God, I can't talk half the time. But anyways, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.